Now, I'll tell you, I've lived my entire life in the United States of America. Freedom and liberty is all I've ever known. But I was raised by people and surrounded by people, and to this day live surrounded by people that know what life is like in other countries. And so they know how special America is, and they know what real tyranny looks like and what real oppression looks like. And frankly, even though they've had an enormous impact on my life, even I, as I look back now, took for granted some of their warnings years ago about what happens to a society and to a people when we empower those who believe that their job is to tell the rest of us how to live and think and believe and how we are allowed to do. And I think in many ways, if you want to define what is so unique about this moment in our history, is that for the first time, perhaps in recent memory and certainly in recent history, Americans have come face to face with what it looks like when people use power to impose their will on society. What's most interesting about this is Marxism, which is what so many people have fled and moved to Florida to get away from various countries, from Venezuela, from Cuba, from Nicaragua. Marxism, everybody thinks Marxism is some sort of economic theory. Marxism is a lot more than an economic theory. Marxism is a viewpoint. It's a philosophy. And at the core of that philosophy is that there are a handful of people that know what is good and what is right. And they're smarter and better than everybody else. And what we need is a system that empowers them to enforce that upon everybody else. In essence, to do for you what you're not smart enough, what you're not good enough to do for yourself. And that's been infused in every aspect of our lives. Very few people call themselves Marxists. That's the criticism when I say that. Oh, but they're not self-described Marxists. Marxists are never self-described Marxists. Go back and read the articles from 1956 and 57 and 58 when the New York Times sent a reporter to interview Fidel Castro. He didn't say, I'm a Marxist. You know what those articles said? It was a romantic figure with a big beard, and he wears a rosary, and he believes in God, and he's only going to be in power for a year, and then he's going to go off, and I don't know, I think they said he's going to have a farm. That's what he said. They lie. Marxists lie. And the reason why they lie is because if they told you who they were, you would never let them get where they want to get. And so they lie. I believe there are a lot of people in this country influenced by Marxism that don't even realize they're being influenced by Marxism. And it's infused every aspect of our lives and of our society. And so for the first time in my lifetime, and probably your lifetime, we have witnessed things that we had never seen in this country before.